and YouTube. Yeah, that was a great trade, Keith. Great trade. All right, let's take a look at KTTA. Still not doing it. It's all over the place. Very unpredictable. PSTV coming down. QNRX pushing back up again for anybody that took that dip. It's up 70%. I bet this one runs over 100% for us. Kathy, good morning over on YouTube. QNRX. Did everybody get QNRX this morning? We've had a couple of nice runs. SEPN was a nice one. Still looking to see if this one's got anything left in it. It ran from $6.72 to $12.28 in about 8 minutes. It was a very quick run. Beautiful, beautiful run. Seems to have found support here. It's consolidating at the moment, and it's been consolidating since 20 minutes now. It's been consolidating. And we know what happens on consolidation. It's either going to break to the upside or it's going to break to the downside. So we're not sure which way it's going to break, but we're watching. So we had a nice one this morning with that one. Let's take a look at Devs. That one's still pulling down. TSAT announces the companies have successfully negotiated signing a term sheet for a multi-GPPS capacity pool of Telesat Lightspeed. Okay. So we had a good one with that one with SEPN, and jury's still out on that one to see which way it's going to break here on this consolidation. And then QNRX, that was another nice one. QNRX had a press release out. Positive initial clinical data on a study, and it went from $6.45 to $12.92. It's currently at $11.19. We're going to see if this curls back up and gets back over $12.50 again. And in the meantime, we're going to watch for more news. See if we can find some good press releases. Hopefully we get QNRX up over 100%. We're at 90% right now. It just popped up to 12.20. Spadonia, if I pronounced that right, good morning. Good morning. Yes, double tap that screen. Show some love there. Thank you guys for subscribing on TikTok. Much appreciated. And hitting the follow button on TikTok, also much appreciated. We didn't do an after hours last night because I wasn't feeling well. I was really, really sick yesterday. But I feel much, much better this morning. Still not 100%. Still not 100%, but I feel way better than I did. That's for sure. Hope, good morning. User, good morning. Good morning to everybody on TikTok and YouTube. We've had a couple of pretty nice runs this morning. Still waiting on QNRX to really pop good for us. Would love to see this thing run up to about $15. That would be amazing. It's up about 80% at the moment. And we're looking for it to go over 100% for us. It is possible. SEPN was another nice run this morning. That stock ran from 672 to 1228. It was a nice quick grab. That was a nice one. It's been consolidating for about 22 or 23 minutes here, so we're going to wait to see which way it decides to break. If the people holding this get tired of holding and start selling off, or if we get a bunch of new buyers come in, that would be sweet. KTTA looks like it's trying to climb, but man, that stock's been all over the place. Vibe, good morning. Hope loves Caden. Good morning. And thank you for sharing the live, Terry. Appreciate that very much. Always appreciate Terry. Terry is an old timer with the Wolf Pack, and really appreciate Terry. Diamond Hands Holly, as we call him. Mark is here. Good morning, Mark. Miss you in the Wolf Pack, my friend. Devs still falling. HWH. That was a good play early this morning, but not so much anymore. Lucy, not so much. SEPN, still consolidating. QNRX, waiting for that pop. Waiting for that thing to break over 1250. MGTX, price target cut to $35 from $38. That doesn't help us. So we're watching right now. We're watching the market for press releases. Hopefully we get a couple of press releases here that pop up and this thing just goes crazy. Let's go back and look at PSTV. This was another release that we had this morning. Boom. Look at that. That is beautiful. PSTV had a press release out this morning that said they showed clinical benefit and safety in one of their clinical trials. And of course, that popped up very nicely. It went from 68 cents and it just wicked up to 88 cents. So we're looking for some more on that one. Looking for some more. Here's a press release for ADCT, announces presentation of a clinical trial data at an 18th annual conference. Kind of fluff news, so we're just going to count that as fluff. Let's see. SEPN, curling slowly. This is the one we're waiting on, this big boom candle. We want a big candle here. Big boom up around 1250. Get this thing started. Money, good morning. Sahad, good morning. Shayna, good morning. Good to have all of our YouTube friends along with us this morning and our TikTok friends. Let's go back and look at PSTV. Still hanging in there. Still hanging in there. ABSI, price target change. Let's see. SEPN, pushing up. It's at 1143. We want that big boom. I want to see that candle just go bananas on SEPN. Keep in mind, this stock started at about $6.97 this morning at 7 o'clock. Put out a press release and just went crazy, up to 12.28. Let's see. So we're looking for that one to boom. QNRX, we're waiting for this one to take off again. Need to see that one up there around that 1250 mark. SEPN around 1250. PSTV popped really nice, but just couldn't hold on. Too many sellers. And we've got about 10 minutes before we get our next round of press releases. So hopefully you folks can stick around with us till 8 o'clock and get those 8 o'clock press releases. HWH, Lucy, trying to throw you a softball here that you can knock out of the park. QNRX, SEPN, looks like it wants to rip bad, man. SEPN looks like it wants to go. QNRX, not so much. PSTV still falling. ADCT announces data presentation of a phase 1 clinical trial. It's not really moving. There's no volume there either. So we'll stay away from that one till we get some volume. As you guys know, these no volume, there's no play there. Got to have volume. HWH trying to curl back up. HWH was a good play this morning, early pre-market. I'm talking 4 or 5 o'clock this morning, early pre-market. That stock was a good play. However, since 7 o'clock, it's been dropping. It's trying to curl back up right now, but got a long ways to go to get back to where it was this morning. PSTV, LUR. HWH still trying. SEPN, come on, baby. We need that big boom. It just needs some volume. If we get some volume on one of these 1-minute candles, man, this thing is going to rip. Hope, good morning. One of 3 beach bums, good morning. If I missed good morning to anybody on TikTok, I do apologize. Good morning to everybody. Good morning. QNRX, it is trying. It unfortunately, it's stuck here. CHRO. CHRO. Exclusive Bazinga news release. Announces results from the treatment of eye pain using NAV's 1.7 inhibitor in a multiple preclinical in vivo models. CHRO. Now it popped, pulled back, which is what we want. We want to see the pullback after the initial pop. Let's go back and look at Lucy. We haven't looked at Lucy in a bit. Let's take a look at Lucy. Oh my, look at Lucy. Look at that beautiful pop on Lucy. Now, we talked about Lucy this morning when it was at 275. We were talking about how it was starting to climb up and it was on a nice, slow, steady step up. Boom. Wow, nice pop there for anybody that took some Lucy down there below $3. PXLW, nothing there. Price target change. QNRX is struggling. Still waiting on SEPN to pop. Still waiting on that big boom candle. Michael, good morning. Silver Fox, good morning. Boy, Lucy got quite the little pop there. Nice little 1 minute candle. Boom again on Lucy. Wow. Nice. Nice pop up to 330. 335. Wow, this one's getting some attention. How many of you got Lucy this morning? Is Gramps feeling better today? Gramps is feeling much better today. Wicked up to 346 on Lucy. Anybody get Lucy this morning? Below 3 when it was starting to climb up. John says, my dog is named Lucy, so I got some at 270. Sold at 330. Beautiful trade, John. That's great. Love seeing the Wolfpack make money on these. Beautiful. Brian got some at 309. Pinky got some at 286 to 336. Great job, Pinky. Brian got some at 309. Wolfpack was paying attention to that one, apparently. Todd got Lucy from 279 to 329. Great job. That is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Happy Hump Day, by the way. Happy Hump Day. My favorite day of the week. SEPN still going sideways, still waiting for that big pop. QNRX still going sideways, waiting on that one to pop. HWH still trying to recover, still trying to curl back up again. It's getting a decent amount of volume. Brenda, good morning. We'll let you know. We've got about 2.5 minutes here. Excuse me. 2.5 minutes, and we'll get our 8 o'clock press releases. And hopefully we get something good for you. HWH still trying to climb. HWH still pushing. Vicky, good morning. Yes, I am feeling better today. Much better. Much better. Still not 100%, but I am feeling way better. Lucy trying to push back up again. Come on. How about we break 350 on that? Wouldn't that be nice? Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, I'm feeling better. Still not 100%. But I don't feel like I'm on death's door either. I'm feeling way better. Let's see. SEPN, come on, break. QNRX. Slowly falling apart there. Not liking that. But we've got 30 seconds, and we'll get our 8 o'clock press releases. So fingers crossed that we get something really cool. That we can all take advantage of and make some money on. How does that sound? Sounds great to me. Yeah, Norm. That's a good thing, isn't it? All right, here's the 8 o'clock stuff. ALUR, first quarter financials. ABSI. Let's see. CING. FDA and Singulate aligned with filing requirements for a new drug application. New drug applications are usually pretty fluffy news, as news goes. IXHL provides clinical update. IXHL. IXHL. Little 10-penny stock. VNet, first quarter financials. AEMD announces publication of preclinical data. Low volume. PAVM. CHRO announces positive efficiency results for the treatment of eye pain. We already knew about that one. That one already popped. WRD Mass commercialization with 8 autonomous 24/7 routes. WRD. Now it popped on the news and then pulled right back down again. But we'll keep an eye on it. HWH and Lucy are getting a lot of attention at the moment. Let's keep checking these press releases. ADCT, first quarter financials. OSUR, collaboration, nothing there. TCRT, to file a Schedule 13D, reporting a 5% stake in Alaunos Therapeutics. NUTX, NUTX, shares rise after first quarter revenue triples. Lucy still getting attention. Come on, Lucy, pop for us. ADCT, first quarter financials. ATYR advances their investigational new drug candidate for pulmonary fibrosis. It's not getting any attention. QMCO. Nothing there. Business update. Targeting. Nothing. Doesn't appear to be anything new. That's interesting. Hertz. We all know about Hertz. They just added 4x4s. Hertz adds 2025 Jeep Wrangler to its newest fleet. So they're adding the Jeep Wrangler to their fleet. 2025s. Investigation new drug candidate. Nothing there. Advanced first quarter results. Have secured fourth quarter, first quarter, showcase, 2025 financial call. A lot of press releases. ALUR sees their 2025 revenue at about $30 million, but it's not moving really at all. Operational funds for first quarter. Grades article Galaxy, $15 price target cut. New chief strategy officer. All right, APRE. Nothing there. All right, so 8 o'clock really didn't give us anything. 8 o'clock press releases really didn't provide anything unusual. IXHL, we might call that an exception. It did run up a little bit, providing a clinical update on their once daily treatment for obstructive sleep apnea. That was that little 10-cent stock I mentioned to you. It popped up to 14.8. Keep an eye on it. It might run up some more for anybody that happened to grab that. A lot of people like those little cheap 10-cent stocks. They can get a lot of shares and make a lot of money off of a very small move. Let's go look at SEPN. Starting to crawl. Still looking for that thing to break 1250. QNRX not doing a whole lot. ANI. IXHL. Terry got it from 10 to 14. So there you go. Terry took advantage of that one. ABEO. IXHL still trying to move. Let's see if it can break 15. SEPH still trying to push. Man, I want to see that thing push up hard. What ticker was the 10-cent one? That was IXHL. This went from 8 cents on the press release, 8.5 cents, to $14.89. It's up about 54% right now, 58%. SEPN, I still feel like that one's going to pop. It's holding up very well. It's holding up very, very well. Evero, good morning. QNRX, I'd like to say that's holding up, but it makes me nervous. It's worrying me here. I don't like the candles on this stock. SEPN. If this thing can break 12, man, I think we're in for a fun little ride above 12. There's just so many people selling. There's a lot of people buying right now. I can see a lot of buys coming in, hitting the ask price, but there's just as many people selling off into the bid too. So it's kind of a battle right now. IXHL now up 80%. That's our little 8-cent stock. Checking in. Good morning. It's at 15.7 now. It's up 86% on that press release. Come on, push. Push, push, push. ITOS, price target cut. OSUR announces a commercial collaboration with OraSure Technologies, the only FDA cleared saliva collection device for general over-the-counter use. But no volume, no price movement. ABEO. IXHL still pushing up. It's up 87%. Anybody else get any of that? Anybody else? It's up 93% now. 96%. Come on, break over 100. 97. Give us 100% on that press release. 94, 95. Brian got some at 10 cents. 98, 99, 103. Nice. Boom. IXHL, 103% off of that press release. Nice. 107% now. Still going. 8.5 cents up to 17. How many shares could you have gotten even at 10 cents and rode that up to 17? Do the math. 103%. Nice. IXHL. Beautiful. Brian got some at 10. Let's see how he does on this one. We'll see how Brian does. 13.4 to 14.7. Good deal, Mike. Got a little. Kelly Sue got a little bit. Already jumped out. $19. We just wicked up to 19.3. This stock's up 123%. iPhone, IXHL from 11 cents to 18 cents. Nice. That's a nice return on investment. 20 cents now. Brandon, 14.7 to 17.7. We wicked up to 20.5 cents. Brian sold at 19.7. Nice. Terry, round 2. IXHL. 14.6 to 17.7. Nice trade, Terry. Scalping it off, buddy. 21.9 we just wicked up to. It's up 151%. And I'm happy that we got that at 8 o'clock with TikTok watching and with YouTube watching. A 149% run so far. 154, 155, 56, 65, 165% so far on that call out. Alex got it from 13 to 21. Beautiful. Nice ROI. Wicked up to 23. What a nice run on that press release. Don't get those cheapies running like that very often. Those little 8-cent stocks. Doesn't happen real often. But it's always nice when you can be a part of one of them. SGBX provides corporate update. SGBX provides a corporate update, and the stock pumped up a little bit on that. Might keep an eye on that one, see how much the market likes that press release. SGBX, Safe and Green Holdings. That one's hot off the press. ATOS. Atos announces full results from their SPY2 endocrine optimization sub-study evaluating low-dose endoxifen. Okay. No volume. LUCD provides update with earnings. All right. IXHL back up 160%. How high do we think this thing's going to go? My goodness. Be really cool if it went up over 200%. All right, let's go back and look at, well, it's our number one volume runner as well at the moment. Those cheapies can add up. Let's see. Devs curling up, but nothing fantastic. Lucy, nothing there. SEPN managed to get it up to 12, but really wanted 1250 on that, but it got it up to 12. QNRX still going sideways. IXHL now up 177%. Show some love, man, for that one. Come on. '23, we're up 182%, 185%. %. Look at the climb on this thing. Is that not money in the bank? That is money right there. 189%. Come on. 191%, 192%, 203%. Boom, the Wolf Pack nails another one. 203% on that son of a gun. You beautiful bastard. My, oh my, 207%. This stock started off at 8.5 cents. The press release comes out and it runs up to 27. What did we just hit? 27.3. IXHL. IXHL now up 221%. And it keeps going. Show some love. Double tap that screen. Show some love for that 200%er. 223%. Terry, you're not kidding. That was a beautiful bastard. 223%. Given to you live. Cardinal, good morning. Round 3 for Terry on IXHL from 21 to 27. Locking in some change on that one, buddy. Nice. I'm just happy we were. What are those little things? I see the hearts. What are those other little things? All kinds of funny little stars, and what are those? Never seen those before. Huh. What are those? They look like popsicle sticks. They look like popsicles. What are they? I never seen those before. Huh. Well, thank you very much for whatever they are. I've never seen that one before. I'm just glad we were live with you guys at 8 o'clock to give you that. That makes me happy. So many times on our live stream, we get these beautiful press releases, and we're not live on TikTok or YouTube at the time, and we get these beautiful press releases. And I've said it, man, people on our Wolfpack community can attest to it. I have said many times, God, I wish all those people that watch us on TikTok alone were with us right now watching this, because they'd be banking on a couple of these. But so I'm glad when we're able to do that live with you guys. And we're going to stick around with you till 8:30 and give you the 8:30 press releases as well, and see if we can throw another one at you. Let's see. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning. What are we looking at this morning? Wow. Well, we had IXHL. We had a press release right at 8 o'clock. That stock went up 223% on that press release. It's still up 197%. So it's still hanging in there. We had SEPN this morning. Currently, it's still going sideways. I really want that thing to pop up over 1250, but not looking like it. QNRX was another one that popped up early this morning for us, right at 7:30 on a press release. It popped up beautifully, but it's another one that's just going sideways at the moment. Lucy, that's another one we've been kind of watching off and on here. Lucy popped up so beautiful. We had quite a few people made money on Lucy. Popped up, pulled back. Looks like it's trying to climb again. Really would like to see that one break 350. ONCO is climbing. That's another little 8-cent stock. 8-penny stock. ONCO. I don't have a press release on that one, so I don't see any catalyst there. So that always makes me a little nervous. I like to have a catalyst on these. When they start running, I kind of like to know why, and not just it's FOMO, because when it's going up just on FOMO and no apparent reason, they tend to pump and dump, and they even do on press releases. But at least with the press release, we kind of know why it's going up, and we kind of have an idea of how strong the move might be because of how good the press release is. So it puts the odds a little bit in our favor, not completely, but it does put the odds a little bit in our favor. And we try to get the odds as much in our favor as possible. Another press release here on SEPN. SEPN and Novo Nordisk strike a $2.2 billion deal to develop obesity pills. That's the news on SEPN. And it pushed it up beautifully. When that press release first came out at 7, it went from 697. Let's see, it popped up to 1228. It had a beautiful run. And then it went sideways. So kind of waiting. SEPN, yes. Let's look at QMCO. QMCO popping here on their press release. QMCO integrated a workflow on Quantum to accelerate production, safeguard content, and simplify operations. Kind of got a fluffy feel to that. And that came out 26 minutes ago. And as you can see from the chart, it's done nothing for 26 minutes. Now all of a sudden it gets a little pop. So maybe people are starting to notice that one. All right, let's go back and look at IXHL. Almost to 30 cents on that one. Oh my God. What a run. 230% currently. Helen, good morning. I hope everybody got a piece of it at somewhere. From 0 to 200%. Some you guys should have gotten a piece of that somewhere in the middle there, somewhere, and scalped off a little bit off of it. But yeah, don't push your luck, Terry. You've been in it 2 or 3 times now, scalping off as it goes up. Don't push your luck too much. Be happy with what you got. Move on to the next one. We've got about 2 minutes here till we get the next one at 8:30. Hopefully we can have something for you at 8:30. Over 200%. Love it. We sure love these press releases. Man, it is. Let's see. QNRX falling down. SEPN pulling back some. I'm just wondering if that IXHL has enough juice in it to pop over 30. 127 million shares traded on that so far. And it was next to nothing when the press release came out. This thing has gone bananas. 27. 227%, 228%, 238% so far. You guys watch the little video clips that I put out every day. Look at 251%. I get a lot of hate on those videos. I put out a video talking about, the 4, 5, 6 stocks that we got, that we called out in pre-market that were up over 100%. And I get so much hate for those because nobody believes it. STRR announces their first quarter financials. Blue, BLUE. Carlisle SK Partners and Bluebird Bio amend a merger agreement. Bluebird, BLUE, with an amended merger agreement. Blue, BLUE. We'll see what that one does. SPRU announces a $50 million share repurchase program. Spruce, SPRU. Watch for the pullback. SPRU. Reading press releases for you. VUZI, VUZI. Himax and VUZI to showcase integrated industry-ready AR display module. VUZI. That one's curling up pretty good. VUZI. REBN. AFRM. Announces sponsorship. Loser Bar, Meltdown, Concert Series. Selling. TBH announces continued action to protect stockholders against potential illegal naked short selling. RNXT on a fireside chat. Looks like QNRX is getting some attention. Revenue, therapy, NTWK, financials, STRR, first quarter financials, IPW, supply chain, made U.S. Supply chain, nothing there. Blue, BLUE. How many of you went and looked at that one? Bluebird shareholders can now elect to receive $5 per share in cash with no CVR. BTCS. BTCS popping up here. Popped pretty good and then fell back down. Keep an eye on it. BTCS. We'll see if that one gets any more push out of it. I don't see any news there, though. Always leery when I don't see news on those sudden pops. All right. Let's go back and recap real quick. IXHL pulling down, still over 200%, but looks like it's having a little bit of trouble here. We'll come back and revisit that one in a minute. Devs curling up a little bit. HWH. And SEPN still going sideways. NCNA curling up nicely. That's a little 3-penny stock. Let's see. QNRX coming down. BBAI. BBAI, Big Bear AI Holdings, has been curling up, been pushing up slowly from 7 o'clock. It's starting to get a nice little push here on a 1-minute candle. BBAI. Let's see. Pony still pushing up nice. All right. BTCS. Keep an eye on that one. BTCS. BTCS, keep an eye here. If you didn't buy it on this dip down around 219, 215, take a quick look at it. Hopefully you paid attention to the pullback and gave it a very serious look. Good morning, Joey. Give it a very serious look. Do your due diligence, always. But give this one a serious look. See what you think. It can be a mover. That 210, 215, 218 area was a really great pullback on that. FRSX collaborates with a leading global tier 1 automotive supplier to enhance bus safety with advanced 3D perception technology. That's on FRSX. Don't see a ton of volume there, so be careful with it when there's no volume. No volume, no play. IXHL still hanging in there. Surprisingly, still hanging in there. It's not acting like a pump and dump just yet. IXHL is still hanging strong. BTCS, Michael. And that's not a blank statement to go buy it. I'm not saying rush over real quick and buy it, but give it a good look, do your due diligence, stick to your trading plan, and don't veer off your trading plan. Puzzle piece. Got to verify my TikTok account here. All right. Let's take a look at blue again. I don't think blue I don't know if blue's going to move up much higher than it is. Basically, the amendment here was the stockholders in Bluebird could elect to get a $3 per share buyout plus an additional $6.84 per share as a contingent. So it's a possibility. Or now they could opt to just take $5 a share with no contingency. So you can get $3 plus the contingency of potentially getting 6 more, or just take 5 and be done. So that's the new deal. So I don't know that it's going to move much higher than 5, since that's the new buyout price. But it's hard to really say how that'll move. But I can't see it going much higher than 5 because of that new deal. But it did bounce from 327 to 515 real quick. Silo advances its PTSD drug towards the first in-human trial, with key safety study initiated at Frontage Laboratories. It's on Silo, S-I-L-O. BTCS is really trying to get up there. Boy, we wicked up to 261 and then back to 240s really quick. It's trying. Keep an eye on it. Like I said, give it a serious look and see what you think. Pull back, look at the monthly chart, look at the volume, look where VWAP is, do all your due diligence, all the things you like to do before you make a decision. But I think it's worthy of at least investigating it. And then stick to your plan. All right, that's going to be it. You guys have a great trading day. TikTok, thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. We hope that you got a piece of that IXHL 200+% runner. And we will be back on again at 4 p.m. this afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube and on TikTok, and of course on our Zoom meeting. But for right now, we're going to say goodbye to TikTok and YouTube, and we're going to go back to our ongoing Zoom meeting here. If you'd like to join us in the mornings on Zoom at 6:45 in the morning for the call outs, the press releases typically hit the market at 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, right on the half hour. Some do trickle in between, but the vast majority of them come out on the half hour. So we go live at 6:45 in the morning so that first round of press releases at 7, we're ready for them. So if you'd like to join us for that, just pop over to the website, our official website, which is wolfpackcommunity.com. Wolfpackcommunity.com. There's a link on TikTok. There's a link on YouTube. Pop over there, subscribe to live Zoom trading, and then you can join us on our Zoom in the mornings at 6:45. So until 4 o'clock this afternoon, you guys have a great trading day. God bless. Good luck. Keep it green, and we'll see you at 4 o'clock.